Recording in progress.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, thank you.
Glad you're back. Put this on mute.
At least for a minute before you leave.
Yeah, right. For a quick second until I'm out. Hi, Kirsten. Forgot my sound. Hi, Trace. Hey, Trace, you made it. You made it. You're just right. I know, it's busier than usual. All right, might as well do this. Got to get it out for my next class, you know. Might as well. Thing breaks so much. Yeah, might as well, you know. Got to get it out for my next class anyway. No, not at all. Your new spot? I like it. It's good, it's good. I think somebody's still out there. Oh, wait, let me get my coffee and then we'll go. Yeah, don't let Ruby drink it either. Oh. All right, friends. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. This is a bigger class for Thursday morning, which makes me happy. It makes me sad that I'm leaving. So I'm leaving. I'll teach my Sunday class. I said on Sunday that I wouldn't be teaching on Sunday, but I am going to teach my Sunday class. And then I'm headed to Italy for 3 weeks to do a couple of retreats, and I'll be back on the 16th of June. I have all my classes subbed while I'm gone. My sound bath. Where's Callie? There's Callie. Callie's gonna sub my sound bath for me next week. So if you like to stay for the sound, stay for the sound next week too. Special announcements other than that, that's really all I got like coming up soon. So we'll go with that. I put a new retreat on my website recently, El Salvador in January. It's really awesome. It's on the beach. So take a look if you're interested or ask me questions. Yeah. Any questions before we begin? It's like somebody's running in here. Yeah, go on. Okay. All right, my friends, let's actually start on our backs today. So go ahead and lie down on your back. And as you lie down, maybe you want to stretch a little bit. Maybe you want to take your arms long. Maybe you want to even hug your knees in. Sometimes I like to just tap my chest, my heart space a little bit and down to my belly a little bit. So anything that just kind of brings you into your physicality a little more, helps you feel your body a little more. And then find any position that feels just comfy for you and become still. So maybe you're in Shavasana with your legs extended, arms extended. Maybe you're in constructive rest, feet on the ground with knees bent. Maybe your feet are together, knees apart. So anything that feels just resonant for you this morning. And close your eyes. And really just feel the weight of your body against the ground. Let yourself give in. Let yourself be held. So notice any places where it feels like you're kind of trying to hold yourself up, where you're still trying to support yourself, and just let everything go. Let's take 3 big deep breaths together. Next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Hold at the top of that breath. When you think you are full, maybe even an extra little sip of air. And then open your mouth, great big sigh. Ha. Very nice. Do that twice more. Inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Keep holding, extra little sip. Sigh it out your mouth, release. Ah. Good. One more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Pause. Extra sip, maybe 2 extra sips this time. Open your mouth, let it out, sigh it out. Good job. Seal your lips now. And drop into what we call ujjayi breath. So it's in and out through your nose, but it's very different than a typical nostril breath. So you're really using the muscles in the back of your throat to regulate your breath. You're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat. So the inhale is like you're taking a really, really deep, slow motion gas. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed over the breath. So you start to create a little bit of noise, a gentle whisper noise, an oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. See if you can feel every single inhalation move all the way down into your low belly. Every single exhalation, all the way to emptiness, all the way to the very bottom. Slow, steady, and patient with your breath. If you want to stay here, just relaxing and connecting to your own internal rhythm a little bit longer, you're more than welcome to. If you're ready to start moving, take your ujjayi breath with you and just draw your knees in towards your belly. Find a gentle rock from side to side. And keep your right knee hugging in. Extend your left leg forward. Just set it down on the ground. Reach your right arm out to the right or cactus your right arm against the ground. Scoot your hips over to the right. Roll onto your left side. So supine spinal twist here. Gaze up or over your right shoulder and continue to breathe all the way down into your belly. Notice the sensation in your body. How does this feel in your spine? How does this feel in your back, your low back, your mid back, your upper back? Is it hard to breathe down into your belly when you're in a twist? Just tuning in, getting curious. Take one more breath right here, all the way to emptiness. And then slowly find your way back to center. Keep your left leg extended long, but scoot your hips back in line so they're straight down from your shoulders. Hug your right knee up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin. If that's too much, back of your thigh is fine. And then squeeze your knee in and up towards your armpit as you take a great big huge Buddha belly breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Half happy baby with your right leg. So grab hold of your right foot. Sole of your right foot faces the sky. Pull down with your arm. Press up through your heel. Flex your toes. Your elbow is inside your knee. Nice and neutral spine is what we're going for. Imagine there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Good. Take one last breath. And then release your right leg. Take it out next to your left leg. You can either take a little micro shavasana or maybe a full body stretch. Maybe you even just give your legs a nice little shake out. And then eventually drop both knees in, rock it out side to side, neutralize. Keep your left knee hugging in, extend your right leg forward. And then move into your supine twist. So scoot your hips over to the left. Left arm reaches out to the left. Roll onto your right side. Notice the side may or may not feel very different than the other side. Stay present. What's going on in your body? What sensations are there? Pulsations, impulses. What thoughts are coming and going? Can you just start to watch them and witness them rather than getting attached to them and wandering off with them? Breathe all the way down, low belly, low back every time. Good job. Take one last deep breath in your twist. And then slowly bring it back to center. Scoot your hips back in line with shoulders, straight down. Draw your left knee up towards left armpit, hands around the front of your left shin. Great big squeeze as you hug your knee. In and up, breathe down into your belly. And then turn it into a half happy baby on this side. The sole of your foot faces the sky. Imagine that heavy sandbag now on top of your right thigh. Pull down with your left arm, press up through your left heel, elbow inside your knee, arm inside your leg. Good job. And then this time, if you want to, bring your right leg up to meet left leg and find your whole happy baby. So grab hold of your left foot as well. Maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe you even want to extend one leg at a time. From happy baby, my friends, bring your knees together so you're in your little ball, your tiny little potato bug ball on your back. And we're going to start to rock and roll forward and back along our spine. So personally, I like to grab the backs of my thighs, take a few rocks, maybe 4 or 5. And then here's your invitation and here's your challenge. See if you can rock all the way up to standing without using your hands if possible. So you're going to rock up, plant your feet, stand all the way up. It's harder than you think. Try not to use your hands. Good job. Once you're standing, just find mountain pose. Arms by your sides. Rooted through your feet, draw up through the crown of your head. Everyone close your eyes here for a moment and just feel yourself standing from the inside. Find awareness from the inside. Find your big, slow, steady breaths. If there is an intention that you would like to bring into your practice today, take a moment to focus on that. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. If there's nothing that really sparks you this morning, maybe it's just presence, being present. Maybe it's openness, being open. So take a moment and just feel into your own intention. Maybe visualize it in some way. Take one more big, huge inhale and imagine you're breathing it into every little space, every little cell inside of you. Hold in that fullness, let it circulate around, and then open your mouth and send it out. Good. Come back to Ujjayi breath now. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Slow dive all the way down. Forward fold. Good job. Breathe in, halfway lift position, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow and fold. Nice, Kirsten. From the press of your feet, let's rise back up. Heart leads if possible. Arms to the sky as you inhale. Hands to heart as you exhale. Take that one more time through. Breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain. Take the entire length of your exhale to guide you down slowly. So traction out your spine and your side bodies, then fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway. Get all the rounding out of your back. Breathe in. Exhale, release and fold. Find emptiness. Connect to your center. And from that place, rise up. Heart leads. Arms to the sky. Nice cam. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, this time, inhale, take your arms up. And exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And if it's available to you, you might even suction cup your palms together. Little bend in your elbows. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them towards each other. See if you can keep that and start to reach your hands back away from your body. As you reach your hands back, you might press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs. Puff up your chest, perhaps little gaze up, baby back bend. Take one more big, huge inhale. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, big bend in your knees might help. Take it all the way down. So heart leads, then fold. Good job. Hang out in your forward fold with your fingers interlaced for a couple more rounds. Bend your knees a lot if it helps. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Maybe give it a little shake, yes, no. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. See if you can feel your strong core and lift your sit bones a little bit higher. Take one last inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your low back first, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Maybe give them a little shake out. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, lengthen. So shoulder blades hug towards your spine. Good. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up and push the ground away. Now listen, as you exhale, bend your elbows a little bit, lower just an inch or two. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, straighten your arms, high plank. Exhale this time, 2 or 3 inches, so a little bit lower. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Do that one more time. Halfway down. Feel free to bring your knees to the ground to modify. Hover and hold in your chaturanga, and then inhale, push back up. Yes. Exhale all the way down to your belly. One strong straight line, slowly. Spider-Man Cobra. Bring your hands out wide to frame your mat. So your hands are on the hardwood floor. You're up on your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, take a little twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center, lift your heart, tone your belly, draw your belly button in and up. Exhale, twist towards the window. Good job. Go one more time each way with your own breath. Slowly, intentionally feel your shoulders, feel your upper body, your side bodies, your lower body. Good job. Nice core eventually. An inhale brings you back to center. No rush. You can hold there as long as you want. Find your way back to down dog as you are ready. All right, first time in down dog, so give yourself a few rounds of breath here. If you want, you can pedal out your heels. You can shift your weight from side to side. Make sure you have really strong hands, strong foundation against the ground. So spread your fingers really wide. Imagine you're like a gecko holding onto a screen door, so push down with your fingertips. And then feel a connection to your center. So I always talk about an invisible rope attached to your belly button. Imagine that rope pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So it's lifting you up out of your arms. Feel your big deep breath and use your breath to support you from the inside. You guys look great. Take one more big inhale. See if you can lift your hips a little bit higher. Nice, Sue. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, spinal extension, lift halfway. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms to the sky, nice soleil. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, my friends, this time inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, chair pose. So sit back, weight in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. Make sure all of your toes are facing straight forward and bring your feet hips width distance apart if they're not there already. Take one more round of breath to just sit back. And then end of your exhale, we're going to twist. Left hand comes down in between your feet, right arm to the sky. You could also bring your left hand to a block, or if you want to modify, your left forearm could come across your thighs and right arm reaches up. So find your variation of this twisted chair. Keep a bend in both of your knees. Knees nice and even, flush with one another. Keep reaching your butt back and keep twisting from your center. If the half or the full bind is in your practice, you're welcome to go there. See if you can be in your twisted chair for 2 more rounds. I know it's uncomfortable. Nice, Tabitha. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Last breath. Good work. Nice, Sophia. Bottom of your exhalation, forward fold. Let it all go. Maybe a ragdoll for a moment. Grab opposite elbows, kind of bounce it out. Breathe into your low back. Next time you inhale, find a halfway lift position. Realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet to the back of your mat, plank position. Pause, side plank. Right hand is your base. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Nice, Andrew. You could always bring your right knee down as well if you want to modify. If your bottom knee is lifted, lift your hips really high. So try to create a rainbow shape with your body. Maybe left arm reaches forward and lengthen your left side. Beautiful. Maybe left leg floats up. Good. Lift your hips higher. Take one last huge full body breath. Awesome, Erin. Slowly plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Push the ground away. Exhale all the way down. One strong straight line. Slowly. Good. Find a back bend of your choice. So you can take your time to lift, to open. And then just hands and knees, just tabletop. So all fours. Spread your fingers really wide and push into the ground, just like you do in your plank pose. So feel your strong arms. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back, spinal balance. Nice, Kate. So long, strong, powerful line. Your neck is an extension of your spine. So gaze is down, back of your neck is nice and long. Notice if it feels like your belly's dropping, draw your belly button in and up. So we're not going for a smiley face shape. We're going for a strong, powerful line front to back. Take one more inhale. Exhale like you're moving through honey, elbow to knee underneath you. Curl in, hollow out. Nice, Jill. Inhale, re-extend. Long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee, round, hollow out, empty out. Very good. Inhale, reach. And then one more time, just like that. Curl in, hollow out, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, reach. You can stay in spinal balance if you want. Otherwise, moving towards our half bow variation. Reach your right arm back, bend your left knee, lift your heart, gaze forward. If it is available, grab hold of your foot or your ankle. Once you've got it, gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Nice, Enzo. Hug in with your inner thighs. Lift your heart and breathe down into your belly. Good job. One last huge breath. Awesome, Liz. Slowly, bottom of your exhale, let it go. Come back to your spinal balance. Inhale. And then one more time, should feel actually good now. Round, curl in, elbow to knee like a counter pose. Inhale, reach, and lower everything down, tabletop position. Take it back to down dog. And in your down dog, walk your feet out to the width of your mat. And you might walk your feet in just a tiny bit closer to your hands, not too much. Take your left hand and reach it back to grab the outside of your right ankle. So left hand outside of right ankle. If that's too much, you can grab the back of your calf or even the back of your knee, but get as low as you can on your leg. Keep your right hand strong, your right shoulder strong. So your right hand is your foundation, not your legs. See if you can gaze underneath your right armpit. And use your strong core to lift your hips high. Use your exhales to work your twist. Take just a couple more rounds here. Very nice, everybody. Bottom of your next exhalation. Let it go. Regular down dog. So take a moment to adjust. Walk it out for just a moment. Reconnect to your breath. Take your right leg to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your mat, low lunge. Take your time to rise up, crescent lunge. Nice, Hunter. So strong legs. All 10 toes face forward, hips are square, and the stability comes by hugging towards midline. So front hip draws back, back hip draws forward, your back heel is lifted high. So it doesn't feel like you're trying to stand on the ground with your back foot. Your back heel is lifted and everything's hugging towards midline. Lift your heart, puff up your chest, maybe even gaze up. Take one more inhale, nice trace. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze your spine, maybe your palms press and your elbows magnetize. See if you can reach your hands back, bend your back knee to a hover. See if you can lift your heart up and reach your knuckles down. So puff up your chest as you gaze up. Back thigh drags forward energetically. Take one more round. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Release your clasp, arms to the sky. You can extend your back leg. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And we'll take revolve lunge now. So left hand down, right arm up, twist. Just like when you were in your twisted chair, use your strong core to work the twist. Pull your right hip back energetically, but at the same time, imagine your right knee is magnetized to your left armpit. If you want to take this a little deeper, option to walk your left fingertips off the left edge of your yoga mat, and then reach your right fingertips back behind you. See if you can let your heart look up at the sky. Keep your legs strong. Don't let your hips collapse. Awesome, Liz. Beautiful. Wherever you are at, your pose, your expression, one last huge breath. And release, unwind. Let's take it all the way over to a wide-legged straddle. So all 10 toes face the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Halfway lift on an inhale. And wherever you want to go as you exhale. So you can work your fold or you can explore, you can play, you can get curious. You could take headstand, you could take skandasana, you could take some handstand hops. Maybe you want to rest. Scrub opposite elbows, more of a rag doll, just bounce, bob. Wherever you're at, breath is flowing through. Good job, everybody. Last couple. Fingertips on the ground if they're not there already. Find a halfway lift position. Knees can be bent if needed. And then walk your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes to face forward so you're in a low lunge. From low lunge, standing splits, left foot floats up. So just like a one-legged forward fold, that's all it is. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. Big inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, curl in. Inhale, re-extend left leg high. If you want to, you can take a little handstand hop. 2 more, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend left leg high or handstand hop. And then last time, Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend. And as you exhale, just set your left foot down next to your right foot. Big toes touch. Tiny little potato bug ball. Tuck and curl. You can stay and hold in your little potato bug ball. Or here's just a fun option. It's so fun, you guys. So maybe if you want to, you can start to roll back, rock and roll a few times. And then just for fun, you might try balancing in a boat pose, getting a little bit of core in, maybe rocking a couple more times. So feel free to make this fun and then see if you can come back onto your feet without using your hands. Be playful. So we'll meet in our next couple of breaths in our tiny little potato bug ball. Good job, everyone. All right, halfway lift position, heels down, spine long. If you want to widen your stance, feel free. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet all the way up, rise. Big stretch at the top, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. We'll do all that on the other side, but first we're just gonna flow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, little baby back bend, cactus your arms, puff up your chest. Inhale, re-extend, realign, high mountain. Slow dive, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you want to. So your own little reset. Thanks, Jan. Back to down dog. Ujjayi. Slow, steady, powerful, vibrant. Reconnect to yourself. Great big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. All the way up, rise, arms to the sky. Inhale. Now listen, chair pose, sit back. So Utkatasana, fierce pose, weight in your heels, all of your toes face forward. See if you can pick up your toes and get them to spread. Yes, feet are active and alive. So feet hips width distance if they're not already. Butt is reaching back behind you. Take one more breath in your chair. And then end of your exhale, we'll twist this time towards the window. So right hand down, left arm up. Yeah, right hand can come to a block. Hand is in between your feet, but if that feels like too much, your hand can be further forward, more underneath your shoulder. So make any adjustments needed to make this pose work for your body today. If you want to go for the half or the full bind, feel free. Keep both knees bending, keep your butt reaching back, and then feel your twist coming right from center. Good, Corey. Take your last couple rounds. Awesome, Tabitha. Very end of your next exhalation, slowly let it go. Forward fold, unwind. Yeah, give yourself just a moment. Breathe into your low back, kind of neutralize. Spinal extension, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Pause, side plank. This time, left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Yes. Right arm to the sky. So if you want to bring your left knee down, totally fine. Otherwise, hips are lifting. So don't let your hips kind of sag down or it's going to feel like you weigh 1,000,000 pounds. Lift your hips up high and feel your left side abdominals doing most of the work. Maybe right arm forward. Nice, Kate. Maybe right leg even floats up. Yes, beautiful. Take one last huge breath. Your pose, your expression. And plank or modified. Strong through your arms. Inhale, push the ground away. And then slowly lower like you're resisting gravity all the way down. Back bend of your choice as you inhale. And then hands and knees, just tabletop position. Spread your fingers and push down. So find your strength in your arms, your shoulders, even feel your pectorals, your chest muscles fire. Left arm forward, right leg back. So as you reach, try to keep your neck as an extension of your spine. For some reason, we always want to look forward. We always want to look where we're going, but see if you can just feel. Close your eyes maybe and just feel that long line of energy from front to back, from hand to toes, fingers to toes. Take one more big inhale. Good. Exhale, elbow to knee, slowly, intentionally. Good, Shelby. Inhale, lengthen like you're moving through molasses. Exhale, elbow to knee, round. Find your core and use it all the way to empty. Good, Brooklyn. Inhale, lengthen, reach, extend. Exhale, last time, elbow to knee. Good job. Inhale, lengthen. You can stay here if you want. Otherwise, half bow variation. Left arm reaches back. Bend your right knee. Press down through your right hand a lot and lift your heart. Not just your head, but your heart. Yeah, if you can grab your foot or your ankle. Go for it. And then use that gentle leverage. Kick and pull. Kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Hug in with your inner thighs to stay out of your low back. Puff up your chest. Breathe out into your belly. Are you straining through your face? See if you can soften one last round. Good job. Inhale, spinal balance. Lengthen out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now like a counter pose should feel good around your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, all fours. Downward facing dog. And in your down dog, take your feet out wide. Maybe walk them in a tiny bit closer, but you still want your hands to be your foundation. Take your right hand to grab your outer left ankle. Right hand, outer left ankle. So left hand is super strong. Left shoulder is super strong. And your core is strong. If you can't grab your ankle, grab the back of your calf or the back of your knee. See if you can use your core to twist. So gaze under your left shoulder, and as you exhale, twist to your edge. Ah, yes, good work. One last breath. And then back to a regular down dog. Take a moment, adjust, walk it out. Ujjayi, fire it up. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward softly. Crescent lunge, rise as you are ready. So strong through your legs. Rather than trying to step your back heel on the ground, find power in your legs. So find your longest stance on the ball of your back foot, and then stability comes by hugging in. So you're finding your core, you're finding your center, and you're extending from that place, growing into your expression. Yes, so nice. Take one more inhale, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Invitation to switch them to one finger over this time. Roll your shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades squeeze your spine. Maybe your palms press and your elbows bend and magnetize. Start to reach your hands back, back knee bend, and then see if you can pop up your chest, gaze up, work a back bend. Imagine you're trying to drag your front thigh forward. Lift your heart, breathe out into your belly. One last huge breath. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. So release your clasp, inhale, arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground. Twist, right hand stays down, left arm reaches up, revolve lunge. You can have your right hand on a block if you want to. Try to keep your legs really strong. So hug in with inner thighs. Imagine you're dragging your left hip towards the back wall, but at the same time, left knee is magnetized to right armpit. Breathe down into your belly, stay where you're at, or take a little bit deeper, walk your right fingertips off the right edge of your mat. Reach your left arm back behind you. Let your heart look up. So use the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Open your heart more. Legs stay strong. Nice, Callie. Breathe down into your belly. Your expression. Last breath. Feel everything there is to feel. And slowly let it go. Unwind. Walk your hands now all the way over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Okay, we're going to do something different on this side. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Bring your hands to your hips. Now rise all the way up to stand. Come into a wide-legged squat. So heels in, toes out. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. So you want your knees right over your ankles. So if you need to adjust your legs, adjust your legs. Sit as low as you can and try to press your knees towards the windows behind you. Take an inhale and think of a standing cow. So stick your butt out and lift your heart up. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room. Dip your left shoulder down like we do in Spider-Man Cobra. Inhale, come through center. Heart lifts. Exhale, twist towards the front of the room. Right shoulder dips down. Keep your knees nice and wide. Inhale, center. Stay low in your legs. One more time each way. Exhale to the back. Twist. Yes. Inhale, center. Nice, Andrew. Exhale to the front, twist. Good job. Inhale, center. Hold here. You can keep your hands on your thighs, or if you want a little challenge, bring your arms to reach out to both sides. Stay low in your legs, but see if you can lift your heels off the ground. So butt towards the ground, but heels lift high. Good job, my friends. Take one more round wherever you are at. Next time you inhale, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, take your arms up. And as you are ready, find your way down into your wide-legged forward fold. And anywhere you want to go, anywhere you'd like to take it, a few rounds of breaths. Rather than tuning out, going somewhere else in your mind, I know it's so tempting. Stay here. If you go somewhere else, just notice that, oh, I'm in my mind again. I'm solving something again. I'm trying to figure something out again. I'm going to come back and just be in my body. It's so hard. It seems too simple for our mind. Last couple of rounds. Big deep breath. All right, fingertips on the ground if they're not there already. Come to a halfway lift position. So bend your knees if needed. Crawl your hands forward and rotate your toes forward. So low lunge into standing splits. Left foot roots, right leg lifts. Just like a one-legged forward fold. So I don't care if your right hip opens or stays square, but make sure you're not sinking into your outer left hip. So hug in with your left inner thigh and connect to your center. One more inhale, right leg high. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of your left knee, both knees bent. Inhale, right leg high, just like a one-legged forward fold. Let your neck relax. Exhale, Shiva squat. Ah, nice, Kirsten. Inhale, re-extend. You can take a little handstand hop if you want, just for fun. Last time, Shiva squat. Nice, good. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, set your right foot down next to left foot, big toes touch. Tiny little potato bug ball, tuck and curl. You can stay in your little potato bug ball, my friends, or options. You can turn it into a toe stand, balancing on your tiptoes, pointing your knees straight forward, hands to heart. Or if you want, you can even play with a crow pose if you're feeling it. So hands on the ground in front of you, work your knees up your triceps. Gaze forward, lift through your waistline, and maybe lift one or both feet off the ground. Wherever you are working, wherever you are playing, couple more rounds of breath. Nice, Enzo. He's a professional yogi, who knew? All right, my friends, let's meet in a forward fold, however you want to get there. And if you want to, you can widen your stance. Walk your feet out a little bit. Take a halfway lift as you inhale. And exhale, fold. Take it all the way up. Big full body stretch. Inhale. And hands to heart center. Exhale. All right. Bring your hands to your hips. And then just keep your right foot where it's at and step your left foot back a couple of feet or so. So it depends how long your legs are. My legs are short, so I'm only stepping back like 1 foot. So feet on 2 train tracks. All 10 toes face forward, hips square. Take your arms to the sky. And then bring your hands behind your back. Options are interlace, grab opposite elbows, or reverse prayer if it's available to you. So you choose. Whichever option you choose, try to keep your shoulders facing straight forward and nice and open. So not rolling forward, but rolling back. Take one more inhale, maybe even work the slightest little back bend, gaze up. Exhale, pull your right hip back, reach your heart forward and dive down. Imagine you're trying to reach your heart past your front knee. Eventually, forehead toward shin, nose toward knee, and the navel toward spine. So bottom of each exhale, draw your belly button in and up. and see if you can fold a little further. If having your hands behind you is not benefiting you and you'd rather just bring your hands to the ground or to blocks, please feel free. You've got about 3 or 4 more deep breaths. So work the pose with your breath. If your front leg is shaking, that's actually a good thing. It's called the sacred tremble. So let your front leg shake, breathe into it, soften around it. We want to engage through our right quad as we stretch through our right hamstring. Take one last round. Good job. Bottom of your exhale, hands to low back, release your clasp. So bring your fingertips just to the ground. Your front knee can bend if needed. Step your back foot all the way to the back of your yoga mat. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your mat. You choose. Here are your options. Hips lift up, heart works its way down, or back knee down, hips down, heart lifts up. It's like you're trying to do a little cobra with your chest. Maybe you do a little bit of both. Maybe you even want to take cat grabs its tail. So your pose, however you want to work it, for a few deep breaths. Good, Callie. Good, nice, Erin. Try not to let your front knee collapse in, but if anything, track it out. So you can rotate your toes out. You can roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Just keep your ankles strong. Soften. So rather than tightening around the sensation and resisting it, just allow it. Breathe into it. Last couple of rounds. Wherever you are at, hands on the ground under your shoulders. Lift your back knee if it's down, and then just work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. Top of your push-up, lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. So strong shoulders, strong core. Forearms are either parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or if you want a little less intensity, you can tripod your hands. Now imagine that invisible rope that's attached to your belly button, pulling straight up towards the sky. Start to walk your toes in and lift your hips up, dolphin pose. Yes, yes, yes. So walk your toes in as close as they will come. Maybe you need to bend your knees a lot. That's totally fine. Hips as high as you can get them. Stay where you are at, or take your right leg to the sky. Yes, right leg to the sky. Good. So use the strength in your right leg to lift you out of your arms, to lift you out of your shoulders. Hug in with your elbows in your upper arms. Don't let your elbows get wider than your shoulders. 2 more breaths. If you want to take little hops, go for it. Nice work. Soft face. One last inhale. And exhale. If you want, out your mouth, bring your right foot down, bring your knees down. Sit back and rest. Child's pose, embryo pose. So embryo is just reaching your arms back towards your heels, or any other resting pose you want to take. Let everything now be soft. Breathe into your low back, breathe into your pelvis, your hips. In your next couple rounds, my friends, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. Your breath, you can figure out how to use your breath to support you in your practice. In my opinion, it's a night and day difference. Instead of just muscling your way through, fighting your way through with your physicality, your breath is actually holding you and supporting you from within. So stay curious about it. It's so, so powerful. It's such a powerful tool we have. Next time you inhale, right leg to the sky. Open your right hip. So bend your right knee and reach your knee out and up. So squeeze through your outer right glute. Yes, good. If you want to, you can stay here and get this nice stretch. Otherwise, take one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Scorpion your leg if you want. Open your hip if you'd like. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit as high as you can get on your arm. Awesome, Cam. Inhale, back up. Now everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, step your right foot through. All right, listen here. From your low lunge, we're gonna move into a warrior 3, but with our hands or fingertips on the ground or blocks. So just start to crawl your hands forward, float your back leg up. So think of a long, strong, powerful line from front to back. Crown of your head reaches forward and your left foot presses back. Now keep your left hand either on the ground or a block. Bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. And literally stick your hand in the crease and push your right hip back. As you push your right hip back, you should feel your body start to twist to the right. Squeeze your inner thighs and continue to work that twist. Maybe your right arm extends towards the sky, revolved half moon pose. So you're twisting from your center, not from your arms. Open through the right side of your heart and maybe even gaze up. Squeeze your inner thighs, back leg strong. I know it's so hard. You got this. Take one last full round of breath. Everything extends and lengthens. Good. Forward fold. Ah. Shake out your right leg or pedal out your heels. This time we're going to walk our feet out to the width of our yoga mat. Take your toes out wider than your heels. Come down into a low yogi squat malasana. If it's too much, you can frame your mat with your feet and stay up higher. If you're down in malasana, elbows to inner knees or inner thighs. Try to keep your heels on the ground. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Try not to roll onto the inner edges of your feet if possible. Breathe all the way down into your pelvic floor. Soft face. Some people, this might feel really natural. Others, like me, feels very uncomfortable. Be with whatever's there. Good job, friends. Last big breath. Forward fold. Fingers down. Lift your hips. And heel toe your feet in however you like them. Halfway lift on an in-breath. Exhale, fold. Take it all the way up. Big full body stretch. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Okie dokie. We got one more side. Hands to your hips. Keep your left foot rooted. Step your right foot back about a foot or so, depending on how long your legs are. So you want both feet flat on the ground. And just for today, even if you don't like this variation, all 10 toes facing forward, feet on 2 train tracks. Hips square. Arms to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, hands behind your back. Either interlace, grab opposite elbows, or reverse prayer, reverse namaste. So find your pose. See if you can lift your heart, lift your gaze. Pull your left hip back. And one more big inhale. Exhale, keep pulling your left hip back as you reach your heart forward, 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 then bow. So reach your heart past your front knee. Won't actually happen, but that's the intention. Then forehead toward shin, nose toward knee. Bottom of each exhale, navel to spine to work your pose. If having your hands behind you is not benefiting you, you'd rather just bring your hands to blocks or the ground, fine with me at any point. Keep pulling your left butt cheek up and back. So now imagine that invisible rope is attached to your left butt cheek and it's literally pulling up, tugging back. Use your exhales to fold further. Last couple of breaths. You're doing great. See if you can find your throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha, so chin to chest, and really hear your breath moving through your throat. Very, very bottom of your next exhale, hands release, and then just step your your back foot all the way to the back of your mat. So you're in a low lunge. Hands inside your left foot. Walk your left foot out wide. You choose where you want to go. Back knee down, hips down, heart lifts. Or hips lift, heart melts down. Or maybe a little bit of both. Or maybe cat grabs its tail. So any way you want to be on this side in this pose. Try not to let your left knee fall in, but if anything, it tracks out. You can pivot your toes out. You can roll into the outer edge of your foot. Just stay present. Be with sensation rather than avoiding it. Take about 3 more deep breaths. Feel whatever there is to feel, comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasant or unpleasant. Good job, my friends. All right, hands to the ground under your shoulders. Pick up your back knee if it's down. And then just start to work your left foot to the back of your mat. So you're in a plank position. From your plank position, strong core, lower down to your forearms, one arm at a time. Strong shoulders, hug in with your upper arm, press down through your forearms. Now imagine that rope attached to your belly button again. It's pulling straight up towards the ceiling. So walk your toes in as close to your elbows as you can get them. Even if that means you bend your knees a lot. So bend your knees as much as you need to lift your hips really, really high. You might be on your tiptoes. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Don't let your head touch the ground. Stay where you're at, or take your left leg to the sky. So use your left leg. Use the strength in your left leg to lift you out of your shoulders. 2 more rounds of breath. If you want to take little hops, go for it. If you're holding, try to press your heart towards the back wall. Lift your hips higher. One last huge inhale. Maybe an open mouth sigh. Ah, nice work. Bring your left foot down. Set your knees down. And take a rest. Child's embryo. Anything else that will serve you. Find a sense of grounding. Downward facing dog. All right, inhale, left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open, bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So keep hugging in with your right inner thigh. You're squeezing through your outer glutes. It's called your medial glute. See if you can feel that muscle engage. Active through your left foot. See if you can lift your left knee a tiny bit higher. One more in breath. Stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Other left knee, Tabitha. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpits. Good. Inhale, back up. Now everybody knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly, step forward. Stay low and just start to crawl your hands forward. Maybe you're taking blocks with you. Warrior 3 variation with your hands on blocks or fingertips on the ground. So try to find a halfway lift in your spine, back leg parallel to the ground. And then bring your left hand to the crease in your left hip. Right where your leg meets your upper body, that crease, stick your hand in that crease and literally push your hip back if you can. As you push your hip back, you'll feel your body start to twist. Work the twist. Eventually, left arm to the sky. Keep your back leg strong. I know that's so hard. Like you're trying to stomp it on the back wall. Yes, inner thighs, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice, Erin. Maybe gaze up at your left hand. You got this. One last round. Beautiful. Forward fold. Ah, nice job. Shake it out, pedal it out, bounce it out. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat. Toes wider than heels. One last time. Come down into your squat, Malasana. If you want to, you can add a twist. Maybe take a couple breaths on each side, just on your own. You don't have to, just an option. Otherwise, just hold where you're at. Try to keep your heels rooted down. Breathe down into your pelvis. Last couple. Yeah, good, everyone. As you are ready, regular forward fold. So adjust your feet however you like them. All of your toes now face forward, halfway lift position. Breathe in. Exhale, bow. This will be our last time rising up. Rise all the way up. Great big full body stretch. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Flow with breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Let's add a little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, puff up your chest. Re-extend, realign, inhale. And then slow dive all the way down and fold. Spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your vinyasa however you want to, or you can skip it. See you back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose. Set your right shin down at the top of your mat. And then gently bring your body down. Try to get your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. So you're getting the external rotation in your hip. Imagine the invisible rope, again, attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling up and back. So you don't want to sit into your pigeon. You don't want to plop into it. You see really flexible people who are just like plopping around in yoga, doing crazy things that you're like, wow, they're so flexible. Most of the time, they're just exploiting the hypermobility in their joints. So we don't want to do that. It doesn't do anything good for us. We want to stretch the muscles. We want to work the muscles. So we want to keep our joints plugged in. That's the stability. That's the structure. That's the integrity. And then we're stretching the muscle safely, softening around the structure, softening within the structure. Breathing big, deep breaths. If you can take about 5 more rounds in your pigeon pose. Last couple breaths. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. And slowly begin to find your way back up. Take it all the way back to a 3-legged down dog if you can. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and just take your right leg all the way back and up. Give it that nice little shaky shake. If there's some other way you want to get to down dog, that's fine. If you're in 3-legged dog and you want to flip your dog, go for it. Nice little counter stretch. Maybe a couple rounds if you flipped your dog. And then everybody eventually downward facing dog and just walk it out. If you want to take a vinyasa before we move to the other side, feel free. Good job, everybody. All right, let's just say in your own time, find your way into pigeon with your left shin forward. So find the strength, the structure. Nice, Jill. And then slowly soften into it, soften around it. Try not to plop onto your left butt cheek. I know it's easier. Left butt cheek pulls back and up, heart moves forward and down. Big deep breaths. Last 2-3 rounds. I will ultimately leave it up to you. So when you feel like you're pretty much even on both sides, no rush, you can just slowly start to find your way back to one last, maybe three-legged dog first, maybe flip your dog, eventually everyone, one last downward facing dog. You want to move through one last vinyasa, now is also your time to do that. Yeah, good. So no rush, please. I love all the different things I'm seeing. Eventually, just down dog. Feel whatever there is to feel, all that space, all that length you've created. All right, listen here. Inhale, rock forward to your high plank or your modified plank. Exhale all the way to your belly. From your belly, my friends, you can just rest your head to either side. Bring your knees out really wide and lift your shins. See if you can press the soles of your feet together. So it's like a Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Feet together, knees apart, but you're on your belly. Once you've got your feet touching, soles of your feet together, now imagine you're trying to press the inner edges of your feet down towards the ground. So imagine somebody comes over to you and they're literally taking your feet and pressing them down. Yes, good. Breathe into that for a moment. Feet towards the ground. Keep pressing your feet firmly together. Good. Nice job. All right, let that go. Just lift your feet up and take a couple of windshield wipers side to side if you want. From here, we're just gonna roll over onto our back. So you can keep your head facing me and just roly-poly over onto your back. You can scoot yourself kind of onto the center of your mat if you need to. Hug your knees in, rock gently. One last heart opener. We'll set up for bridge pose and I'll cue for bridge pose. But if you want to take a full back bend, if that's in your practice, you're more than welcome to go there. So bridge posers, arms down by your sides, feet on the ground, knees bent, all of your toes face forward, and your feet, or excuse me, your ankles are straight down from your knees. So a lot of times people have their feet way too far forward. You should be able to feel the backs of your heels with your middle fingers if you're reaching down. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. Inhale, peel your spine off your mat, one vertebra at a time. Once you get to the top of your bridge, if you'd like, you can kind of shimmy your shoulders underneath you to open through your heart a little more. Maybe even interlace your fingers underneath you or robot your arms. So elbows bend, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky. If you've come to my class for a long time and you've done those lifts and lowers of our butt where you create a little tunnel under your mid back, you could take some of those. If there's any other variation you want to play with, even if it's a restorative bridge, you're welcome to. See if you can be here for about 4 or 5 more rounds. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Nice, Kelly, or Callie. Try to press your heart towards me. Good job. Nice variations, everybody. Give yourself a couple of more rounds. And challenge an invitation to come out really, really slowly. So see if instead of just rushing out of it, you can reach your arms straight up. So shoulders out from under you, arms straight up, and ever so slowly as you exhale, 1 vertebra at a time, lower down. Yes, love it. So feel that undulation, that wave-like movement of your spine. Once you're in a neutral spine position, you can either tee out your arms if you have space or cactus your arms, goalpost your arms against the ground. Bring your feet out to the width of your yoga mat and take a few rounds of windshield wipers side to side. Sorry, guys. And after a few rounds of your windshield wipers, so if you want a few more, you can keep going as long as you want. Eventually find a happy baby pose. You might rock side to side. You might extend one or both legs. You might even bring the soles of your feet together. Pull your feet in towards your chest. Press your knees away. And then from your happy baby, if there are any other poses, any other movements, anything else you feel like your body is still wanting, give yourself about 5 to 10 breaths. Move through those. So slowly, ever so slowly and intentionally, start to find your way into your final relaxation, whatever that looks like for you today. So as you slowly find your way into your Shavasana, I will read to you. This is a poem by Rumi. He says, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. So these last few moments, imagine yourself just lying down in that grass, not trying to figure anything out, not needing to even use words or stories. But allow yourself to just simply feel, to feel your body, to feel the energy inside of you for these last few moments. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just start to slowly, gently bring movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Eventually, roll to either side. Fetal position and give yourself a moment, rest there. Let your practice really soak in. Visualize it even if you'd like in some way. Use your imagination. Use your arms to slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. Now face towards the front of the room, front of your mat, front of our space. So sit up nice and tall, close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. Just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself, thank yourself for being here, making the effort to show up and do your practice. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you, thank you. I have Mika. I don't know if you guys have met Mika Hori, who is she teaches just every other Saturday here, but she's a really good instructor and she's teaching this Thursday class while I'm gone a lot. So hopefully you like her. And then Steph is teaching some of my Tuesdays. I don't know, some other great people. Still come. Yeah. You know, it's a rough life. Yeah, you angel. And I do have some of my merch for sale if you're interested. I have a couple of my shirts with the, I don't have, no one's wearing one, but the little kitty cat and the little Om sign. It's my favorite one. They're extra large and extra, extra large. I just like went big. It went big. So if you're interested, no pressure. Oh, you're welcome. Good job. Enzo's great. Oh, thank you, Jill. Hi, Mama. You're so welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Are you going?